Good morning. Yesterday we left Sturbridge, Massachusetts and hit the road heading north to the great state of Maine, and we've landed in Acadia National Park. We're camped about just a couple miles outside of the park entrance. We arrived safely yesterday afternoon, settled in, had a nice lobster dinner, and today we are ready to explore the park. This probably will be our last national park of this year, and for me at least, this is the national park that I've most looked forward to visiting in the eastern part of the country. So we're going to hit the road and check it out. So the term Bar Harbor got its name from sandbars, and these islands back behind me, actually during low tide, they connect to each other about 1.5 hours during the day. So that's pretty interesting. Well, we decided to pull off and hike the Jordan Pond Loop Trail. It's a little over 3 miles and rated as moderate, I think. And we're going to take a look at it. So this is Jordan Pond, and those two humps up there you see are called South Bubble to the right, and you guessed it, North Bubble to the left. Well, we're taking a detour. We're probably 2/3 of the way on the Jordan Pond Trail, the loop around the pond, and we're going to climb up Bubble Rock. It looks like it's 0.4 miles up to the summit, so we're going to make a turn and head up the mountain. Imagine we follow the blue blazes all the way up. Oh, jeez.
I don't think I can do my sticks with this.
Keep your weight forward. If you don't want to do it, don't.
Is there another bar? Is that it?
That's it. Give you a little bit of confidence, and then take it right away.
Take it right away.
Are you at the top? Give me a reaction. Well, we just got back down from climbing, I think it was South Bubble Mountain or Bubble Rock. I'm not sure what it's called.
It was fun.
It was pretty strenuous, as you saw, a little treacherous, but we were glad we did it. And we're back on the Jordan pond loop, which feels like a interstate highway. So easy to walk. So we're gonna head back to the car. It's about 1:30. We started at 10:45. Maybe grab a bite to eat, and we'll probably head back to the campground after that. Well, we're almost back to the beginning of our walk, and I thought I'd record the north and south bubbles. The one on the right, that's the one we summited. Glad we did it. Wow, pretty cool, huh? Well, I got the buffalo meatloaf, and I forget what this was. Some type of whole grain salad or something. So I never had that before, so I'm going to give it a try. And I almost got a mouthful of bees here. It's bee season, so they warned us about this before we sat down. You're not supposed to swat at them. You're not supposed to obviously kill them, but it's just human nature to want to swat them away. And that jam we had on our, what were those called?
Some kind of special rolls they're known for here.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but that jam really attracted them. So
We had about 20 bees all over
they're
us.
finally starting to leave us a little bit. What'd you get to eat?
And I got a lobster
Soup?
soup.
Okay. So anyways, we're going to eat this and head home. We just remembered what those appetizers were called. Leslie said they're called
Popovers.
popovers, and they were delicious.
Yeah, they've been around since the 1800s. And you make a hole in it and put butter in it, and then jam.
This is my buffalo meatloaf. It's got cheese, the meatloaf, and then coleslaw on the bottom on a real toasty bun. So looks good. 3:45 a.m. This is about the earliest we've been up since I think we were out in Zion last year when we drove into the park to catch that early shuttle to beat the crowd. Today we're going to go up what's called Cadillac Mountain. I believe it's the one of the highest points, if not the highest point in America on the eastern seashore. And the neat thing about Cadillac Mountain is it is the first spot in the United States to see sun each morning. So we're going to head up there and get set up so that we can watch the sunrise. It's supposed to be a clear morning, so it should be a good day to see the sunrise. At 6:04 a.m. the sun peaked up over the horizon. We've been sitting out here since about 20 till 5 maybe, so going on an hour and a half, and it's a little chilly. The wind's blowing, but we've got our blanket and layered up. Got our coffee, and so we've stayed relatively warm. But wow, what a beautiful sunrise. Glad we did it. We are at Thunder Hole. This is a kind of a rock formation on the coast of the ocean, where when the water comes rushing in, it creates a sound of thunder. So I don't know if it does that all the time or if it's during certain times of the day depending on the tide, but we're about ready to walk down and take a look at it. Wait a little bit. Yeah, small waves. Well, our first hike on day number 2 here is called Poetic Mountain. This isn't really what we had in mind today, but we missed a turnoff. We were thinking about doing the Beehive today, but we missed the turnoff, and it's a one-way road through that area, so we had to come all the way around the loop, and we decided to just go ahead and do this one today, and we'll save Beehive for another day.
Well, we made it to the top of Poetic Mountain, and it's gorgeous. You can see the Atlantic Ocean, you can see Bar Harbor from here. It's only 1.6 miles, pretty much, I don't want to say exactly straight up, but it was, we had some smooth rock to climb on. It was a lot of fun, beautiful.
Yep, beautiful day, about 63 degrees I think. It's I think around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're gonna take in the views and then head back down. So over there is Bahaba, at least I think that's it. Zoom in here so maybe you can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I see some buildings down there, so I assume that's what it is. And then, as Leslie said, just the beautiful coast of Maine and the Atlantic Ocean. So we decided to go out for some ice cream tonight at a place called Udder Heaven, U-D-D-E-R. And we were trying to decide what we wanted to get, and I asked her how much 2 scoops and a cup was, and she says $5.50. I said, well, how much for one of those quarts? And she said $6. So that was a pretty easy choice. Since we're in Maine, I decided to go with Maine Blueberry, which they said was their most popular choice. And Leslie?
Heath.
Went with Heath. So we'll eat this whole thing before we go back. We'll take it back with us. But looking forward to trying it out. Well, we've hiked the 2 highest rated adventure trails. The trails I'm referring to here are called Precipice and Beehive, and are likely the 2 most treacherous trails we have been on since we started this journey. We enjoyed them so much that we're going to feature them exclusively in an upcoming video that we think you'll enjoy. Now we're going to hike the top coastal trail called Great Head Loop Trail. couple days in the park. We are headed to the town of Bar Harbor today. So we kind of planned today to be a day where we maybe ate out somewhere in the town and did some shopping, kind of walked around the town. Don't really know where we're going to go once we get there, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a lot to see there. Which one's yours?
This one.
Yeah, that figures. Here we go. Digging in. Looks good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put a wrap on this video. You got to see in this video some of the things we did while we were at Acadia. As you know, one of the things we enjoy doing a lot is hiking, and two of the hikes that were our favorites, we did not put those on this video, but we'll put them on our next one. We wanted to devote to that, to those hikes, the attention that I think they deserve because they were so awesome. We enjoyed our stay very much. That was our 7th and final national park of the year, and if you haven't had a chance to get to Acadia, I would encourage you to do so. It's a little bit of a haul from a lot of parts of the United States because it's clear up in Maine, but it's well worth the trip. Like always, I appreciate your interest in our journey. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, why don't you do that? Again, thanks for your interest, and we'll catch you on the next video.